What's going on?
Sound.
Oh.
Welcome to the Week 6 pregame show. I'm Ben. This is Matt. And we're going to be previewing kind of the games, going over the players that we have ranked, answering all your questions. So put them up in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer them. Matt, let's kick it off with the inactives before we talk about that sweet, sweet weather.
Okay. Hollywood Brown is inactive. Sammy Watkins inactive. Kenny Stills inactive. Rashad Penny inactive. It looks like Christian Kirk is going to be inactive, but that's not official until later on.
I'm Ben.
For active, Tyreek Hill is in, and Alvin Kamara is in.
Ooh, good news for Kamara owners. No need to panic. What about weather? You got any stormy games? Any hurricanes? Snowstorms?
Wind in Cleveland, that's about it.
Wind in Cleveland?
Yeah.
But that game's later, right?
No, it's at 2:12.
Oh, okay. So wind in Cleveland, how high are the wind gusts? Dr. Clutch, what's up, buddy?
43 kilometers.
43 kilometers?
Yeah.
What's that in miles?
It's about 20-ish, 22.
That's not overly bad.
No.
I guess it's a lot, but the stadium probably cuts down on a lot of that. It's more for kicking than anything that's going to be a problem. No rain or anything there?
Nope.
So have to start those damn Browns. All right.
It for noon games anyway.
Let's talk about some of the happenings of the first 5 weeks, some of the surprises that we've seen. First up, man playing right now, two of them, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. I didn't expect Godwin to be anywhere near as good as he's been. I thought he'd be kind of like a good number 2 on a passing offense, so who could flirt with the top 25, but was probably going to be 30 to 35-ish, and I was going to be taking him maybe ahead of a guy like DJ Moore, but not ahead of a guy like Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
He's the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy. Kyle on his money all the time. But now it looks like this is basically a 1A, 1B situation where there is no number 1. So this knocks Mike Evans' value down, but not that much. He's having a good day today. Dropped that long touchdown.
They're both hovering around top 10 to 15.
If we were to redraft, where would you take Mike Evans now, and where would you take Chris Godwin now, as Christian McCaffrey continues to not be able to run against this defense?
I think I'd still take Evans a little bit higher, but it wouldn't be much of a gap. It'd be like...
But you'd be taking Evans lower than you did first time around?
Yeah.
Because he was probably an early second round pick, maybe late second round pick.
Late second, early third.
So now they're both kind of like in that third?
Late third-ish
for Godwin?
Yeah.
I thought, I was looking at somebody where they said the ADP was, and it was in the 4th round before. So we thought he was being overdrafted as well.
Yeah.
At least I did.
I mean, I had him in low 20s. I don't remember exactly where going in, but low 20s. Like 21,
Yeah, I think I had him early 30s, which would have been more of like a 5th or 6th round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, good job, Chris Godwin. Welcome to the 1A, 1B. It's going to be frustrating for Mike Evans owners, but it is what it is. I don't think it's a fluke. I think it's just the way it is now. Baker and the Browns, surprise number 2.
Not in a good way.
Yeah. I remember thinking, because we have Lamar Jackson in our Reality Sports Online RSO League, and we drafted him last year, and we took him ahead of every other quarterback, because we're like, he's going to play the earliest. Mm-hmm. And then in the offseason, I was just like, man, we should have taken Baker. And now I'm like, I'm so glad we took Lamar. But like, you couldn't realize that OBJ was going to be going to the Browns, and that was the reason I wanted Baker. If OBJ wasn't going there, I wasn't going to be thinking Baker is going to be great. I thought it'd be good, but
their problem is their offensive line is just awful.
Their play calling probably isn't the best either.
Yeah, that's bad too.
They probably should have gotten a different coach and just kept that guy on the payroll as somebody else, like some type of offensive
he was the offensive coordinator last year. So.
Well, they could have kept him as the offensive coordinator and just had an offensive genius like Mike Martz come in.
I don't think so.
I don't know too many coaches. Somebody that I guess who's the coach in St. Louis or for the Rams?
Sean McVay.
Yeah, somebody that Sean McVay's talked to, like a waiter or like a busboy. I've never met him, so they wouldn't hire me. But anyways, that's number 2. Number 3, Mark Andrews, and this is I just didn't see this coming at all. Like I know he started off on, he's kind of gone back down, but he looks to me like a legitimate tight end. You know, a starting tight end for the next 5-6 years, and I just, with them taking Hayden Hurst over him in last year's draft, I just didn't think that this was anything. I remember when we were at the Yahoo auction draft that we did, and the Ravens fan took him, I was just like, really? This is who you're going to go with as your starting tight end? And it paid off for him. You know, it's worked out really well. But it's not a player that I saw coming. Matt, your thoughts on Mark Andrews?
Yeah, he's definitely come down a bit. No,
the Bucks aren't coming back.
No, they're not going to win.
Unless they have another quarterback, they're not coming back.
No, I'm very surprised to see him in the top 10. And like you said, he has come down to earth a little bit from the really hot start. But yeah, he's going to be in the top 10 going forward for the rest of the year, next year.
5 years, yeah.
The year after, maybe. We'll see. Things can change in a year or two, but...
Last one for me, DJ Chark. Tough to predict how coaches will handle players. Saw last year he barely got any time, and all they lost at wide receiver was Moncrief because Marquise Lee didn't play last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's doing now. He's still not playing. So I didn't see how this wide receiver core was that different, that this opportunity was there for DJ Chark to be getting the targets that he's getting. I believed in the talent. I just expected it to be next year when it happened instead of this year. So it's just happening early in Dynasty. There's no way I'm going away from him, but in a redraft league, as we've said time and time again, get rid of
DJ Chark.
Get rid of DJ Chark for whatever you can get. I've had people talking about how they're going to get packaging him as a guy you picked up off the waiver wire because nobody drafted DJ Chark in any type of reasonable 12-team, regular bench league. So you're taking him and packaging him with, say, like a Joe Mixon to get yourself an Alvin Kamara. Like, that's basically...
If someone's actually doing that trade, that's bananas.
Well, I'm just giving... pick some other running backs then.
Like, in the Kamara range or the Mixon range?
Whatever makes that trade work for you.
It's more than DJ Chark and Joe Mixon to get Kamara off me, for sure.
Okay, but you love Kamara. You wouldn't trade him in a league where you're already 1-4. So let's just pick a different running back who's lower. Who's lower? Like, this is just like
Dalvin
a gap.
Cook?
Dalvin Cook is about the same length. That's
Same
same
length?
height. Same height. The same height.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Same value.
DJ?
Yeah, David Johnson.
Yeah.
James Conner and DJ Chark
Chris Carson?
for...
Oh, James Conner. Wow. Okay.
Whatever, I'm just throwing out names. I'm just saying, like, you're getting a player that you got for free that's now you're trading as a 2-for-1 to increase one position. It's a great move. Dr. Clutch, they're down 16 with the ball, but they can't do anything.
Not
with it.
anymore, they're punting.
Oh, now they're
punted.
punting. They punted, sorry. Just got your message now. Okay, Matt, any other surprises for you so far in the first 5 weeks?
Not off the top of my head.
I think there were like 3 or 4.
Time to prepare for that.
Well,
the Vikings actually, the Kirk Cousins blew up.
there it is. Carry on and Chark for Kamara. See, I told you. There was a trade that was going through.
It was vetoed.
Yeah. But that guy's...
I don't think that's bad enough to veto.
No. That guy's brother's just a dick. That's what it is, right? Dr. Clutch? Okay. Top 10 in targets for the year. Eckler at 3. Waller at 6. Hooper at 8. And Ingram at 9.
This is just tight ends and running backs.
Nope. This is wide receivers as well. 4 of them aren't wide receivers. We talked about Hooper's PPR upside. Waller had 14 in one game, though, so that throws that off. And Ingram has only played 5 games, even though he had the extra game he just didn't play. Eckler is kind of not surprising. But anyways.
That's still a surprise. That's really high for him. Just high for a running back in general. 39 targets?
That's catches.
Well, that's his catches?
That was catches.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, sorry, 39 targets.
Well, he had a huge game last week too, Eckler, right? He had 14.
Like
yeah, see, he had extra running backs. I know I was talking to somebody about it. So, good thing
Kamara
Dr. Clutch is here.
Trade.
Yeah, see, but that's the trade that I'm talking about. You're upgrading at one position. Even if you're doing at wide receiver, if you were like, oh, all right, I'm going to give you Juju and Chark for...
There's definitely not too many trades I would veto, and that's definitely not one. That's not outrageous, I don't think.
If you need depth, if somebody needs a running back, they're not losing, they're getting a good running back in return, and they're getting a wide receiver they can start.
Yeah. No, that's... I don't like that at all, actually.
Yeah. We unveto that trade. Tell your brother. Okay, let's move on to the rankings gaps. We only have one quarterback, and that's Russell Wilson. I have him ranked 10th, which is still a start. But you're really high on this week. You have him 5. Mr. Black has him 4th.
Carolina just got another turnover.
Told you they weren't coming back, Clutch. Okay, why are you so high on Russell Wilson this week against Cleveland?
Cleveland's D is pretty bad. I actually like that to be a running game today, but I have to look at the rest of my quarterbacks, see who I had higher, but or lower than him. But no, Russ has been good all year. I mean, he's the number one fantasy quarterback right now. Hard to just ignore that altogether.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be more of a they're going to run, have the lead, and not pass that much. I see him passing 25 times today.
Well, with Penny out, I think that increases Russ's value.
True. All right, moving on to the running backs here. LaShawn McCoy, Matt, he's your favorite KC running back this week.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think he's definitely the most talented running back they have in that backfield, and he's going to be on the field in most situations. He's not situation dependent, in my opinion, even though you mentioned his pass blocking issues, but
doesn't seem to get the goal line work.
No, but he might not get the goal line work, but I still think that he's the more reliable of the two backs. But I didn't have Damian Williams much further behind.
No, it was only a couple spots, but both me and Mr. Black had Damian Williams a fair bit ahead of LaShawn McCoy. I see Damian Williams as he's back, he's going to be more of the lead. But let's go to Dr. Clutch's question here. He says, yeah, I have Chark on my bench, Lev Bell, Melvin Gordon, and Carry-On in the flex. I think it's good, right? With who I'm starting, but I want your opinion. Make sure you mark down if it's standard or PPR. Obviously, in standard, you're going to want a running back. Mm-hmm. I prefer Gordon. To me, is the one who's the closest. One. Yeah, because Carry-On is for sure in, because that run D can't stop anybody in Green Bay. Lev Bell is just an auto start. He's probably going to get a lot of balls today as well. I don't particularly care for Chark this week. Anyways,
I would like Mel. I would still take the three running backs though. Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's PPR, I still would. Dalvin Cook, I have him ranked 13th against that tough Philly D. Mm. You have him ranked 5th. Mr. Black has him ranked 4th. It's standard, so go with the three backs. You're making the right decision, yeah. Dr. Clutch. I think this Philly D is for real. And I think this is Dalvin Cook's due for a down game. A down game for him might be 80 yards and a score, and that'll probably keep him outside of the top 5 because I'm sure there are some running backs that are going to have better weeks than that.
There will be.
But yeah, I think this is going to be a down week yardage-wise for Dalvin Cook. So I still think if they get to the goal line, they're going to use him. They can't go away from him there. So I think he'll be okay. But I have him 10th. You have him 5th or 4th. You're not afraid of that defense.
It's a really good run defense. There's no doubt about it. But I think they'll just find ways to give him the ball, volume play. Kind of what I said about Le'Veon Bell last week. That didn't work out too well.
It did not. Where did he finish in standard again? It was 30th, and that's where I had him right. First and goal for the Panthers. Moving on, Adrian Peterson.
This is old.
Oh, this is...
Well, it's about 20 seconds behind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he already knew that they fumbled the kickoff, the punt before it was on our screen. Anyway. Okay,
Adrian Peterson. I have him ranked... 25. Mr. Black has him ranked 24. But you got no love. No love for AP this week, 39. How come?
He's not very good. That offensive line is terrible.
I'll give you the second one. I will not give you the first one. Adrian Peterson is amazing.
All right, you tell me why he's going to be a startable running back.
Because he's going to rush for over 100 yards against that weak defense, and he's going to have at least one score.
Then he's way higher than 25.
Nope. It's going to be a good week for running backs. He's going to get you 10-plus points. In standard, this is a standard ranking, so
yeah.
And PPR, his value probably goes down as Chris Thompson.
I hope you're right, because I have him starting in our CBS league.
Really? So you did start him?
It was him or Corey Davis.
Oh, Corey, how far are you fallen? Wait, don't you have Corey Davis ranked at 39 in wide receivers as well?
Yeah.
So I guess your 39th running back is ahead. Well, I guess it's also PPR comes into play, though.
Half.
All right, Devonta Freeman. I'm done with you. Said it before. 28 this week. Matt, you're at 16. Mm-hmm. I stated my case for Devonta Freeman. He just isn't that good anymore. And that line either can't block or he's just done. So I don't want to start him.
I'm definitely I'm still okay because I think that's a decent matchup from. That offense is going to put up points.
Arizona's ranked 8th against running backs.
Yeah, that's not that good.
Okay.
They're going to put up probably about 20 or about 30 points today, and I think he'll be a.
I think Ito Smith probably have a touchdown.
Ito, right? Yeah.
And I think one for Hooper.
So you're putting AP over Devonta Freeman. That's what you're saying.
Yep, that is what I am saying.
That's crazy to me.
No, I told you I'm done with him. I don't think he's going to have a good day, and I think Adrian Peterson's going to have a great day. Adrian Peterson is in my DFS lineup on DraftKings. Eckler. Matt, you got him 27th. I got him 17th. Mr. Black has him 21st.
This is standard, remember?
This is standard, yep.
Because Melvin Gordon is the back you want in standard for sure over Eckler. If this is PPR, yeah, they're a lot closer, but not in standard for me.
All right.
Yeah, I'm seeing it is for 10-man league. Okay. Yeah, we saw his team last week, I think.
Yeah, well, like I said, he almost has, instead of Carry-On and Shark, who he's not playing, he almost has Kamara.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was... yeah. Here comes another 2 points for me in CBS.
Kicker?
Yeah.
Okay, one I want to talk about, there's no ranking gap here. We both like him this week. It's Aaron Jones. But I just want to emphasize how important this week is for him. Last week, he was amazing, did everything well with Jamal Williams out. Jamal Williams is back now. Let's see how the coaching staff uses both the running backs. If you see any type of a split outside of a blowout game or an injury, like if it's just a straight up 27-24 win and the snap counts are 60-40 and the touches are 15-10, you have to sell Aaron Jones going forward. You can't keep him. Right, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
So...
yeah, if LaFleur can't tell that Aaron Jones is way better than him based off of last week, then there's really no helping him.
Yeah, so if that's a split this week for any reason other
aside
than...
from what you mentioned.
Yeah. Then you need to trade Aaron Jones. You have to hope that the person you're trading him to doesn't realize that this is no longer a good situation because it's going to be a split all year.
Kamara and Josh Gordon for Keenan Allen and Josh Jacobs. This isn't the same league.
He gets Kamara, he has Josh Jacobs in this league too.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He has the other three backs and Josh Jacobs? Who are your wide receivers there?
I think he has Keenan Allen and Mike Evans. Don't quote me on that. He clearly has Keenan Allen. I don't think he has the wide receiver depth to do that.
I would wait on see what Gordon's injury is. I know they said it's not serious, but
at the same time, so now he's gonna have Kamara, Carry-On, Melvin Gordon, and Lev Bell. He can only start 3 of them.
Yeah.
And where's the boost there? Yeah, sure, Kamara's a boost over the other 2 guys, and then you're sitting someone. You'll have to look to trade one of those other running backs because Carry-On's gone through his bye, so is Lev Bell. You only have 2 weeks where you use them, and you're taking a hit on Keenan Allen because you're going to have Gordon or Chark in there now.
Unless there's somebody else.
If you can somehow, yeah, we get this a 10-man league. If you can somehow swap Keenan Allen, like you could do Jacobs and, I don't know. I don't think you have the wide receiver depth to do that trade. I do like the upgrade of Kamara, but...
unless you turn and flip like Carry-On and Gordon for a wide receiver.
Yeah, you'd have to then package Carry-On and Gordon or Melvin Gordon and Gordon, the Gordons together.
See, that's what he just says here. You can trade one of his other running backs and Chark for a bigger wide receiver.
I would definitely do that as well.
Your other trade got vetoed though, so you might not be able to do that.
Yeah, it's brutal that it got vetoed. It should be a vote first of all. You can't just have the commissioner have all that power. But let's move on here. Will Fuller. I have him ranked 20th. Matt, you're at 28. Mr. Black's at 25. I mean, I think I just have recency bias here because I don't particularly care for Will Fuller. It should be a high-scoring game, but they're probably going to try and run. I'm probably wrong on this one. I'll give this one to you. Next up.
It's not even a huge gap, though.
No, it's like an 8-spot gap, but I don't think he's, to me, an auto start. I think this is recency bias on my part, and I just haven't factored him in. Mecole Hardman, Matt, you need to wake up. He's not the number 2 there. He's the number 3.
He could be the number 1 today.
He's going to be the number 3 there today, or the number 2 at best.
Tyreek may not. See. Okay, so he's got that plan ahead of time.
But at the same time, you have Keenan Allen and Mike Evans, so you don't really need an upgrade at wide receiver. Like,
I guess he really wants Kamara, which is fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting Kamara, but then you'd have to flip what you get.
Well, he's
he's
talking about trading.
Oh, right, doing the wide receiver
chirp.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got to wait for that Gordon news, like Matt said. Mecole Hardman, ranked 34th for Matt, ranked 46th for me, and 44th for Mr. Black.
Low flex. I mean, there's the high upside there, obviously. I don't know what Tyreek's going to do. Sammy Watkins is out. Not a big fan of DeMarcus Robinson.
DeMarcus Robinson's out-snapped Mecole Hardman
He has Godwin's, not Evans. FYI.
Oh, okay. So he has Godwin. We talked about earlier on the show how they're basically the same now, so I'm technically right. Mecole Hardman isn't the number 2 there. He's behind DeMarcus Robinson, and he may be behind Pringle now. So I'm not interested in him. He's a high upside play, but he's not a start for me. Like, it's a desperation.
Not a start for me either.
No, but in 3 wide receiver sets he is.
Yeah, yes.
DJ Chark. Ooh, a lot of DJ Chark talk today. I have him ranked 37th. Both you and Mr. Black have him ranked 29th. My whole ranking here is based on the matchup. He's going to get shadowed by Marcus Lattimore because nobody else on this team is any good. D.D. Westbrook is okay, and I actually think D.D. Westbrook, who I have ranked 41st, we all have ranked 41st.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at least before the injuries. Might be the guy who has like a nice game today, like a 6 for 80 and a touchdown game, just because the inferior corner for the Saints has been kind of burnt all year. Matt, you're not afraid of the matchup, or you're just kind of like, DJ Chark's that good?
They're going to just force the ball his way. I feel like you said, their wide receivers there aren't very strong. So I feel like they'll be forcing it his way. And still, that's a flexible in a 2-quarterback league, or 2 wide receiver league. It's a flex play, DJ. Chris Godwin just got hurt, so let's maybe keep an eye on that too.
All right, Alshon Jeffrey. Matt, you have him ranked 15th. Why do you hate the Minnesota cornerback? I can't think of his name. Xavier Rhodes?
Yeah.
You absolutely hate this guy. Whenever anybody's going up against him, you're like, oh, they're going to burn him. He's terrible. You have him ranked 15. You're not worried at all about it. He's the only wide receiver on the Eagles, so he's going to get shadowed by Rhodes.
Rhodes doesn't scare me that way. Rhodes isn't as good as he used to be.
Okay, fine, but he still has some effect. Like, I don't think you've ranked Alshon Jeffrey this high all year.
Buys and stuff, right? Like,
sure.
He's going to be a little bit higher. Alshon and Zach Ertz are the only pass catchers on this team. So he's going to get probably about 10 targets anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he got that against the Packers. It didn't do much. He had the touchdown, but he didn't have too many yards.
The Packers secondary is better than
than Xavier Rhodes. Every single person in the Packers secondary is better than Xavier Rhodes. All right, we got a comment here from Dr. Clutch. I might make a trade with one of my running backs and Chark to this guy I'm playing this week because he has Mike Thomas, Julio, and Thielen.
Yeah, if you can get
Thomas, if you can get one of those guys, but at the same time, like, it's a standard league. Are you going to want to flex one of those wide receivers over?
It's Mike Thomas or Julio. No, but those guys would go in. Oh,
he's getting rid of a running back.
He's getting rid of Keenan Allen too. If he takes the Kamara trade.
Right, so he'd do that to get a wide receiver, and then he would flip the Kamara-Keenan Allen, so he'd lose Keenan Allen and take Kamara.
Right.
But he'd probably have to put Chark into this trade. Chark wasn't in that trade, right? So if you're able to get a wide receiver
like that
for, say, we'll just say Carry-On and Chark, even though that was vetoed before, and you can get Mike Thomas or Julio, not Thielen.
Yeah, don't go Thielen.
And I prefer Michael Thomas. So you go Michael Thomas, you get him as your wide receiver, then you do Keenan Allen and Josh Jacobs for Kamara and Josh Gordon. So now you lost 2 running backs to get Kamara, and you just swapped Keenan Allen for Mike Thomas. Yeah, that makes sense. If you can get that done, that's great. We'll keep going with the rankings here because we are getting short on time. So it's not the Sunday Showdown to play, even though Matt says it is not a game. But he's only a 2-time champ. 3-time champ. All right, Mohamed Sanu. Matt, did you know that Mohamed Sanu has outsnapped both Julio and Calvin Ridley in every game, except for one where he and Julio were tied?
I'm not that surprised actually by that.
Really?
He's the guy they keep out in running situations. He's their pass blocking wide receiver.
Okay, well, I thought it was very interesting. Anyways, I have him ranked 40th.
Julio comes off after every catch. It seems like Julio runs off the field.
Okay,
it's kind of annoying.
I have him ranked 40th, which is in 3 wide receiver sets, or you could put him in the flex, especially in PPR. You have him ranked 53rd, and Mr. Black has him ranked 50th.
Yeah. No, he's not reliable enough to start for me.
Even in this high-scoring game that you liked for the running back.
Even in high-scoring, yeah, because they still got Hooper, Ridley, Julio, There are 3 main pass catchers, not Muhammad Sanu. Sanu might get a touchdown. I mean, it definitely is possible. Some garbage time points for Tampa coming up, it looks like.
Come on, Mike Evans. I have 0 Godwin shares.
Probably a sack.
Oh, no. All right, so you're saying you'd have Kamara, Gordon, Bell still. Right, you'd have Bell, Gordon, and Kamara running back.
Have Mike Thomas and Godwin.
Yeah, so your team, you'd basically be upgrading your running back position. And that's slightly. You think Michael Thomas is that much better than Keenan Allen the rest of the season?
It's a little bit better, but he's upgrading the 2 starting spots, so I'd go for that.
Yeah. No, for sure. You have to make both trades work, though. Like, you can actually do the first one, but then that doesn't help you because you have 3 wide receivers. So you have to do them both. Yeah. So as long as you can do the 1 wide receiver one first, and then go and get Kamara, it's a great move. Good job. Okay, Larry Fitz. I got him 13th. I'm assuming you haven't adjusted since Kirk was out?
Obviously not.
We'll skip this one then. Marquise Goodwin, who, Matt, you absolutely hate this week at 76.
I might have missed him then. I don't know, that's weird. Were they on bye last? No. I don't know.
San Francisco wide receiver who isn't the flashiest or not somebody you're looking to really start, but...
whatever, got a touchdown.
I have him ranked 38. I think this is a good matchup, and Mr. Black has him 49th.
Yeah, you could have given me a heads up on where he's good with it.
I mean, it's been on the board here.
Well, I meant in general.
Either way, Marquise Goodwin's not somebody you want to be starting, but he's somebody that if you have and you kind of have to start, then he's not terrible this week.
He's better than 76.
He's better than 76. He's about 20 spots out on that at least. Yeah. Cooper Kupp, this is all on me here because I am definitely the only person who has Cooper Kupp ranked 26th at wide receiver this week.
Yeah.
You have him 10th, and Mr. Black has him 5th. Jameis running in for a 2-point. Yeah, they're not coming back. I have him 18th in PPR, so I think he's going to get some catches, but this San Francisco defense is good, and I think they're going to try and take him away. I think this is a Robert Woods game. I'm all about Robert Woods this week. Brandon Cooks is going to be playing, but
they haven't said.
I don't think that he's going to be a big factor this week either. I think he'll get his catches in PPR, but I don't think he'll get that many yards, and I don't see him scoring. So I have him ranked really low. This is a personal belief that the San Francisco defense and the coaches they have there are just going to take him away. They're not going to let Cooper Kupp beat them. They don't have to worry about Gurley. No. So it's all about stopping Cooper Kupp and the deep bomb to Cooks, and we'll give Robert Woods whatever he gets, and Robert Woods will finish with 150 and a score.
And this is funny. This is the week I finally believe in Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, and this is the week where I'm like, oh, regression about to happen. Brandon Cooks is the next one. We were talking about him. I have him ranked 28th. Both of you are much higher, 18th and 19th. Again, this just goes to the defense taking them away. Michael Gallup. So this is one where Mr. Black is right in between us. He's at 27th. I'm at 22, and you're at 32. Mm-hmm. So you don't have him as a start in 2 wide receiver sets. I do against the Jets, who are ranked 22nd against wide receivers. I'm just on board the Michael Gallup hype train here. 3 games, he's had 3 great games. I'm all in on Michael Gallup. I'm all in on Dak. Remember I said I love Dak? Yeah. Now I can't believe this is happening. I might as well start wearing a Cowboys jersey and just selling out.
He's playing for his contract, right, Dak?
Yeah. So I like it.
It's Cooper for me. Zeke. What teams are you guys fans of? I like the Packers.
And I like the Bucks. Go Bucks. They're not coming back, though. Corey Davis is the next person on the list. The man whose jersey hangs in the back. The man who Matt is in love with. It's not Joe Mixon. I have him ranked higher this week. Joe Mixon is my guy now. Corey Davis, Matt, you have him ranked 37th. That's almost a start in 3 wide receiver sets. Well, it moved up because 2 people are no longer active. I got him 52nd, and Mr. Black has him 48th. Yeah. Why do you still think that this person is deserving of a start?
He's not, but he's outside of 3 wide receivers, 12 teams.
He's by one spot. By one spot, he's outside. He's 37th. Yeah. So in PPR, you're flexing him in 3 wide receiver sets.
Yeah, it's just I can't. I don't know. I think this is the lowest I've ever had him.
Probably, but he should be even lower. He hasn't done anything other than 1 week. He's probably ranked 60th in wide receivers, if not lower.
Yeah, oh no, for sure, for the whole year.
I don't see like, and they're going up against Denver that has good. They are fourth against wide receivers.
But because he's so bad, they're gonna put Chris Harris somewhere else. Yeah.
Chris Harris, just take the day off. Like,
he's gonna go deal with AJ Brown or something.
Okay. Why don't you watch Adam Humphries?
Yeah, exactly. Delaney Walker. Somebody like
Cover Delaney Walker. All right. Cortland Sutton, the guy who I'm really high on this year, but just not this week. Matt, you have him at 23, so he's a start for you this week. You're not at all worried about this Tennessee defense and the fact that this game might be 9-6?
I think there's gonna be some touchdowns scored.
I'm 34th, and Mr. Black is in 30th. Not somebody I want to be starting this week, but I think we had the decision in one of our leagues. It was Sutton or Chark. And we went Sutton. So he can kind of slide in there. Emmanuel Sanders, speaking of the other person on the Denver team, I have him ranked 50th this week.
Yeah, you're really respectful of this Tennessee D.
Yep. And you guys have him 33rd and 37th. So you just have him 10 spots lower than Sutton. I really think this Tennessee D, especially with Joe Flacco quarterback, doesn't scare me. I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game. Philip Lindsay's going to have to get some points as well. Royce Freeman's going to get some points as well. I think they all get about like single-digit points, and one of them will get a touchdown probably, maybe, or it might be a 9-6 game. I don't really care for any of the Broncos this week. Matt actually likes the Bears. He just hates the Vikings.
No, I don't like the Bears.
He loves them. The Lions as well. He has a Stafford jersey. He's a closet Stafford fan.
The Lions are a very impartial team.
Yeah.
I don't care about the Lions, which is weird. Maybe you have the same thoughts.
Last wide receiver on the list for this week is Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who is ranked 19th by me, 30th by you, and 36th by Mr. Black. I'm full go on this. I don't care what happened last week with the Packers. Devontae Adams is out.
Correct.
Aaron Rodgers isn't going to just say, "Here you go, Aaron Jones."
He might.
And well,
He did last
week because it worked. But it's probably going to be like, "Oh, it's Jamal Williams. Never mind. I'll just
Lions run defense is pretty bad."
So I like him as a start this week. You have him as starting 3 wide receiver sets. Why are you not crazy high on him like I am, being a Packers fan? What's going on?
I don't think with my heart, man.
Says the guy who has Corey Davis still as a borderline starting 3 wide receiver.
Like the Titans.
But you love Corey Davis.
Yeah, he's a really good player. He just is in a bad situation.
He needs to be traded.
He does. He should be traded to Green Bay, actually. It'd be a great fit for him.
That would be a great fit for him.
Yeah. But anyway, the Packers are going to just spread it out without MVS, or without Devontae Adams there. So it's going to be hard to rely on him to put up huge numbers. He very easily could, and Geronimo could, or Jimmy Graham might. But you still know which one it's going to be, so I couldn't put him as like a top 20 play this week.
Last one, 15 minutes till the actual kickoffs. TJ Hawkinson, Matt, you have him ranked 9th. I have him 15th. Why are you so high on comeback from the injury against the Packers on Monday night? I
just don't like the rest of the tight ends.
Makes sense. I just like guys like Jared Cook ahead of him.
What's his face playing in this game? O.J. Howard.
Yeah.
Terrible.
O.J. Howard.
Yeah, see, Dr. Clutch has the same thing. We don't like the Vikings and the Packers / Bears there, but nobody cares about the Lions.
Yeah, so it's all hate for the Vikings, dislike for the Bears or the Packers, and then don't care about the Lions. Anyways, it's time for the Sunday Showdown.
I guess we could have figured that out by Chicago Bulls logo going on.
Yeah. Okay, the way this works, we pick 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and then we pick each other's flex, trying to get the lowest points there. And we have a lineup set of 2 players in the A division, 4 players in the B, and then 2 in the C. And as the defending champion, 3-time, I'm going to take first pick.
Carrion or Alvin Kamara.
This week?
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much any week is going to be Alvin Kamara, even though Carrion has a good matchup against...
Did you actually pick your lineup already?
I did. I'm going to pick Travis Kelce, number 1.
Okay.
Mark me down for Kelce, as the Bucs keep trying to put up points. Yeah, Alvin Kamara over Kerryon Johnson. But that's who's your other running back?
That you're not starting.
And who's in your flex that you have to make this decision?
Might not be no flex.
I guess so.
I mean, that's pretty funny that you actually did real homework for this.
I just did it really quick.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you looked at it. Gotta defend my title. Gotta defend the crown.
Whatever. I'm going to stick with the same team as you. I'm going to go Mikael Hardman out of the C group.
You looked at my team?
I think that C group is terrible.
I think that C group's pretty good. It's got A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
The better Tennessee wide receiver.
Like, why have I never even heard of Jeremy Sprinkle?
He's the tight end for Washington.
I see that. I don't know who that is.
It's a fun name to say, Jeremy Sprinkle.
I guess because we never talk about it because it's either Reed or Davis, but...
Yeah, it's been Davis pretty much every week.
I'm going to get something here in garbage time. It's
No,
possible.
Evans time.
O.J. Howard maybe makes an appearance?
I don't think O.J. Howard's probably even on the field.
Yeah,
if he's there, tight end's a little block, right? Anyways, 14 minutes till game time, so we got to go through this
move this quickly,
showdown pretty quickly.
Okay, then let's go with...
Clamped Easy, thanks for stopping by, man. Woo! Oh, Evans.
No. Yeah, okay. So
In the hands.
Kelsey is an A. Anyways, let's go with... I'm going to take Melvin Gordon to get it going here. In the B group.
All right.
You're up.
Okay. You're thinking Melvin Gordon?
Yep.
Copying more of my picks. I'm going to take Malcolm Brown.
Okay. That's also a B group.
And I am going to take Larry Fitzgerald.
Fitzy. That's out of the B as well. Okay. Let's keep rolling along here. And I'll take Alshon to stick with my...
Huge prediction that he'll burn Xavier Rhodes like he's toast. Should we just call him Toast Rhodes?
And I will take Kyler Murray.
Interesting.
That really threw you off, I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't expect me to go quarterback there.
I have one of each, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to pick a quarterback now.
Nope.
I will take... Man. I need another running back. Need to get in that C group.
I'm not doing this, I'm just messing around for Manly. 4-man league.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know.
I don't think I could do that.
I couldn't.
There's no way I can pick a running back from that group of running backs in there.
In the C group?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful.
I'm gonna have to pick my quarterback.
You picked
from
some
there.
really bad players there.
They're just randomized.
This could be a pick six.
No.
Not quite.
Okay. Why don't you give me Trey Quinn,
I'm glad.
wide receiver, Washington.
I will gladly give you. Oh, sorry, he's a C group.
C group. Yeah, I'm getting my C group picks.
I thought I put him as a B. Okay.
So that's a
One
wide
more?
receiver.
Yeah.
So I need one more running back and one more wide receiver.
Yeah, and a quarterback.
I'm probably gonna pick my quarterback from the C group. And no, you know what? Give me AJ Brown.
A.J. Brown.
AJ Brown. I'm not picking a quarterback from the C group.
That's out of the C.
Yeah, so I'm done my C's.
Okay.
Good luck with Jeremy Sprinkle.
Well, no, I'm gonna take the other one, even though he's dead.
He is dead, and I think Sprinkle's the better one.
That's.
I just want to load up on that Washington.
Yeah.
I've taken all my wide receivers, right?
You have. So you just got a running back and either Mahomes or I guess you don't necessarily have to take Mahomes or Jackson, but
I could go Cousins.
yeah. Anyway, okay. Let's keep moving along here. Let's go with give me some Julio Jones.
Another pick on my list.
So that's an A. And who do I want most here? I will take Dalvin Cook. That's an A. Okay.
My pick. And I need a running back and a quarterback. All right. And I pick two Bs.
Like, McCaffrey just can't do anything against this D. Bizarre.
Why don't you give me Duke Johnson,
Duke.
Houston running back in the B group, and I will take Kirk Cousins. And we'll have a first here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I think that's the first time that's happened, right?
Making you, yep.
Making you pick an A-list player for me.
That's
I think we almost had it one time, but Tyler Lockett was in there. No one wanted Tyler Lockett, so we got ourselves out of there.
So I'm gonna go Rudolph
Okay.
as a C. So I have to pick you your A.
Yeah,
Five.
picking my A running back or wide receiver.
So it's Henry Bell,
Allen or Cooper.
Woo.
I feel like I know who you're gonna pick. But
I know who I
who
want.
who is gonna have the least amount of points in half point PPR today? Leave it in the chat. Derrick Henry, Le'Veon Bell, Keenan Allen, or Amari Cooper. That's the choice that Matt has to make to give me the least amount of points. Those are the four
I'm
guys.
just gonna look at my rankings.
Just checking out the rankings on BlueDuckFantasy.com. Rankings are there for you to use. PPR as well as standard for running backs and wide receivers.
I'm pretty sure I know who you get, but
I'm pretty sure I do as well.
wow. I'm kind of surprised here at my own ranking. You are going to get Mr. Le'Veon.
Ooh! After calling him for 30, I thought he was going to get Henry for sure.
So but then Henry's way higher in my ranking.
Le'Veon Bell probably going to catch 15 passes today, so I'm happy with that.
So give me a flex B.
Flex B for you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there he is. I feel like I should give him to you. I'm giving you this player because of the comments that you made about him before we started. Mohamed Sanu is your player. I was going to give you DK Metcalf because I actually think that that's... Any of those cornerbacks for Cleveland playing?
No.
But because of the hate and the disrespect you put on Sanu's name, he is in your lineup.
Alright.
Read over the lineups for the people watching.
Okay, my lineup is Kyler Murray, Melvin Gordon, Dalvin Cook, Julio, Alshon Jeffrey, Mecole Hardman, Kyle Rudolph, and Mohamed Sanu.
Loser.
Ben's is Kirk Cousins, Malcolm Brown, Duke Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, Trey Quinn, A.J. Brown, Travis Kelce, and Le'Veon Bell.
Why does my lineup sound so awful?
Because that's what you picked.
All right. Well, we actually did the Sunday Showdown pretty quickly this week.
Because we didn't sit there and have a
Because I did research.
What was your projected team?
My projected team was to take a quarterback as my last pick, which I did. My first pick was going to be Kelce. I wanted Julio at wide receiver. I wanted Duke at running back, but I also wanted Gordon. I wanted Hardman and Quinn, so I got half and half.
Oh, despite you not liking Mecole Hardman.
In the C group, he was by far the best of the C group.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hence, he was my first pick.
Yeah, and that was a good first pick. But I wanted Kelce because I don't know if Kittle's going to play.
No. I think he's...
And you
he's
took Kyle Rudolph as your tight end?
Hunter Henry's supposed to play today. That's something big.
You took Kyle Rudolph as your tight end,
Yeah,
right?
so I'm putting up a 0.
Who was up in the B pool that you could have taken?
I don't know. Nobody.
Let's take a look. We got time.
That was instead of...
Gerald Everett. I thought for sure you'd take Gerald Everett. Or Jared
I don't
Cook.
like either of those tight ends.
Yeah,
I have pretty ranked similar, actually.
I would take Cook over Everett. People love Everett this week. I do not. I don't think what we saw last week is going to continue. What are you looking forward to today? Game of the week other than...
Texans and Chiefs.
Yeah, other than that one, which game...
For fantasy-wise, I think Cardinals and Falcons is going to be a good fantasy game.
fantasy game. What about lowest scoring fantasy game? Titans, Broncos.
Might be Titans, Broncos. Yeah, it might be. I was gonna say Jets, Cowboys, but probably not. The
No,
Cowboys
I don't think
have
so.
Good ones. Who else? Okay, here we go. 2 more points, baby. Who else is gonna be a high scoring or low scoring game?
This London game's been pretty high scoring. I don't even know who has the. I guess
Oh, it looks like
missed
that
it.
got missed or blocked or. No, missed. He is really not happy about something.
Yeah, missing the kick.
Probably. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, we are here every Sunday, about an hour before the normal kickoff time, none of these morning games. We're here to answer all your fantasy football questions, whether it's start, sit, rest of the season, trades, anything you got. Even if you just want your opinion on a player where we have them ranked for the next 3 weeks, we can even try and do that. Any fantasy football question, tune in, subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Let's get this going. That's going to do it for me. Matt, anything to add?
Nope, thanks for watching.
That's it.